Josie from Cornell Farms. We're here at the patio today because I want to share some information about grasses with you. Grasses can be a lot of things to someone in gardening. Grasses could be true grasses, they could be a lot of things that look like grasses. So today I kind of want to break down the usage of those different things, how to grow them, and all the benefits about them. So first of all, grasses can provide texture and form in a landscape or in a container like no other plant really can. They're also drought resistant, they're fairly pest free and easy to maintain, and they come in such a wide variety of colors and shapes that there's definitely a grass for everyone. Things that are true grasses are members of the Poaceae family, but there's a lot of things, as you can see here, that look like grasses that actually aren't. But for all intents and purposes in gardening, we will call them grasses. So I wanted to teach you guys a little ditty that my mom taught me about how to tell if it's a grass or not a grass. So it goes, sedges have edges, rushes are round, grasses have knees that bend to the ground. So we can tell these three different things apart by their morphology. So with carex, or a true sedge, sedges have edges. They'll feel sharp, and you can see that the leaf or blade goes all the way to the base of the pot. So this is a sedge because it has an edge. We have rushes, which are round the whole way down. You can feel with your finger, and you can tell just from looking at it that the entire blade is round. And then a true grass will have morphology like this. They have what's called a culm, and on the culm there's little knees, and at each knee that's a node, and the leaves are going to come out from each node. So they're kind of like little knees, and you can tell that they can bend, kind of like us. So grasses come in evergreen and also deciduous varieties. Here at Cornell we have an entire table right now stocked with evergreen grasses. We always keep these separate from the deciduous just because it's easier for people to find. So there's lots of color, there's a lot of shape and texture differences between these grasses. One of the first ones would be lily turf. This is a really good grass for shady locations. They don't mind a little bit of shade. So it comes in a straight green form. There's also lots of different variegated forms. All of them will have a pretty purple flower like this. And there's also something called dwarf lily turf, which is very cute. This is a ground cover that stays really short. It's going to be like 4 inches tall at maturity and very pretty. Something that's really big is New Zealand flax. We have quite a few colors. They provide a lot of structure in our landscape. So these are great if you have a well-drained location that you want something really drought tolerant. This is your friend. A really cool addition for containers is the corkscrew rush. This one is corkscrew, and it's actually variegated as well, so it's like super duper interesting. These are a rush that originally was just from the straight species, and then a plant breeder saw that one plant was making some weird not straight leaves and decided to work with that. And last but not least is black mondo grass. Black mondo grass is a fan favorite in the Pacific Northwest. It will act as a ground cover over time. It looks stunning in arrangements. You don't get anything as true of a black as this. When planting grasses in the landscape, it's important to know that we need to differentiate grasses into cool and warm season growers. So I have two groups of grasses in front of me. These are the cool season growers, and these are the warm season growers. So the cool season growers are going to start sprouting up earlier, probably like March or mid-spring, and then they will flourish in the cool part of springtime, early summer, and in the fall. In the heat of the summer, they're not going to grow as much, they'll go dormant, and they do have the propensity to brown out during droughts. But they are beautiful plants. They come in a lot of different shapes and forms. Here we have blue oat grass, we have Dischampsia, and then the autumn moorgrass. So these will grow best between 60 and 75 degrees, whereas their counterparts are going to grow best between 80 and 95 degrees. So these ones are really going to thrive in the hottest part of the summer, In the springtime, they'll be later to come up than the cool season growers, but once they come up, they're going to grow really fast and fill in a lot of space. So some examples are the northern sea oats, fountain grass, and miscanthus. Here in the deciduous grasses section, we have all of our grasses organized alphabetically. So we start at the end of the alphabet here and move towards A that way. I wanted to point out a few of my favorites. The first one being the standing ovation little blue stem. I've never seen a grass, just a singular grass, that has so many colors. You have green, you have blue, you have a little bit of chartreuse, red, purple. It's really a rainbow of a grass. Another one is this dwarf fountain grass called Burgundy Bunny. It has the beautiful classic fountain grass seed heads, but it also gets this beautiful red tinge in the fall, and it just looks like the perfect fall grass. If you like more of a pink fluffy seed head, Carly Rose, Pennisetum, or fountain grass is a really pretty one. Here we have switchgrass. These seed heads are going to last basically all winter. And that's another great thing about deciduous grasses. Deciduous grasses, compared to their counterparts, the evergreen, they have showier flowers and seed heads, and these are going to last a really long time. So they provide a lot of structure in your winter garden. And then the last one that's also my favorite is blue grama grass. It's called blue grama grass, but I call it eyebrow grass because look how similar that looks to an eyebrow. So those are my favorites. I hope today's video was informative. We have a great selection of grasses here at Cornell Farm right now in the fall. I hope you can stop by and find something you like, talk about grasses with me, and I will see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye!